Yeah, Grady's excellent. I mean, he's going to be – we all know he's going to be ahead of schedule, and we don't put any specific dates on this is when. But when you know Grady and know the type of person he is, the heart, the head, everything he's about, he's going to figure out a way to be on schedule. It's more so holding him back and make sure, even with Grady, we try to manage him, and you hold him out of practices sometimes during the season, and he's like a little kid pouting when you don't let him practice. That's just who he is. So Grady's going to be he's going to be ahead of schedule, whatever that schedule is. So we feel good about that. And in regards to getting business done, look, you basically you have your plan, right? And then you know what you're going to attack, and you're going to be aggressive. But that's why we have all these conversations, because you have to be light on your feet. You get a lot of information when you're talking to GMs, when you're talking to agents. You learn about a player that, hey, this player might be available, this player might be cut, and so you learn a lot too. So we always have a plan, but it's not fixed, right? You have to be flexible, you have to be adaptive. So sometimes things can happen quicker, and sometimes they take more time. You got to be light on your feet. Yeah, it's and Led, I wouldn't look at any position and say that we won't add to that position. Again, we feel really good about our offensive line and where we are there, but you always want to build strengths. You want to add to strengths. And the way we go through this process, whether we're talking about free agency, whether we're talking about the draft, we want to add good football players that fit the makeup. Because, look, when we're sitting here last year at this time, you may not have thought that we were going to go after a safety in free agency. But when you have a player, it's unique to have a player like Jesse Bates available that fits the makeup profile. He's a multiplier in terms of the makeup and the character, and he's a good football player. So let's add those players, regardless of the position they're at. So I would say that we need to improve this entire roster, and we're not going to close any doors at any position.